Hello everybody, hope you are fine and welcome to lesson number 8, that is PI lesson number 8. In this PI lesson number 8, today we are going to learn what are the different 12 tips to lead an interview. So if you know the tips in your fingertips, it will be very easy for you to crack any interview. Most of the time in any interview, we have everything with us, but we don't know how to create and impress so that we could able to compete in this interview process. So let's begin. What are the different 12 tips, which is very important. Before that, let me refresh. I have already been communicated in my previous video what is interview, types of interview, what is section A, section B, section C, what is jigsaw puzzle of a technique of an interview, everything. Now it depends on you how you practice every day, every morning, so that you can easily handle the interview process. So let's begin this tips. The first and the foremost tips is enthusiasm. In majority of the cases, when you go for an interview, the person looks very dumb, docile, not able to come out, not able to speak. Though he's speaking, he's not able to make eye contact. His body language speaks something else. So you should have full of energy within you, and once you start speaking in the interview, you should not be aggressive, but at the same time you are calm and composed, full of enthusiasm that reflects that you are very much eager to take this job. So enthusiasm is a good interview would like to settle down when he begins the lead an interview. So the interview normally pays more attention if you display enthusiasm. So remember, please display your enthusiasm, because it is one of the personality trait within an individual to reflect your personality when you're interacting with one person during the process of interview. So this is number one, enthusiasm. Very important. And the next one is brief. At times it so happens when a person know the answer, he try to impress with a very elaborative discussions. No need of doing this. Please, you should be brief. That's what it's called. Brevity is the hallmark of a good communicator. So once you speak, it should be having a logic, it should have a powerful meaning, and it should have a lot of things. So always remember one thing: whenever you answer, an over talkative person is instantly disliked. Suppose if you want to talk too much, if you want to impress the interviewer and you keep on speaking, please, for God's sake, hold your breath, hold your tongue, be brief and be precise and be brief. It has been observed, nobody is interested to listen all your dialogues even for more than 15 to 20 seconds of time. So because in a campus process there are a lot of guys are there, a lot of students are there, they are desperately waiting for the campus interview. It takes a stretch process, 8 hours, 10 hours. So during that time, no interviewers like that you should go on speaking and I'll be listening. So check off your this thing, which is very important. That's called be brief. The second one is be brief. Third one, don't bluff. For example, if you don't know the answer to a question, it is better to acknowledge. So you acknowledge, sir, excuse me, I don't know, I'm so sorry. So once you say sorry, that's give enough respect to the other person. Well, genuinely the person doesn't know the answer of this. So the interviewer will respect your honesty, because honesty is very important during an interview process. Again, I would like to add one interview process, then you will able to understand why it is more important. So I'll tell you like this. So supposing if I'm hiring you, what is yesterday's Sensex? So instead of telling yesterday's Sensex, you keep on asking about before 7 days Sensex. So don't bluff to me. It's better if you don't know, sorry, I'm so sorry sir, I'm not aware of the Sensex of yesterday's Sensex. So it's better to acknowledge it. So he will love your honesty, so don't bluff. The third one is humor. You don't have to very serious. If needed, you have to throw a wit thrown for a humor, so that if it doesn't come naturally, so don't try to contrive it. Suppose if you don't know how to make a humor out of this, then please. Suppose the other person is asking, who is given this time? It looks so good. So that's the time, whether your boyfriend has given or your father has given. Try to give a smile. When you give a smile to the other person, understand your personality. Okay, you know how to smile. We don't want a serious person in our company. A person should be very humble, very jovial, very sportive. So no, these are the personality a person is looking inside you, so that he can able to hire you along with your certificate, along with your communication, along with your in-depth knowledge. So this is what called humor. So try to be slightly humor. It will make you a good feel and other person feel good that you are quite comfortable having the gel well factors within you to mix and mingle with other person. That's very important. Next one is interviewer fatigues. Sometimes it so happens when the interview goes a long process, so everybody get tired of. So that is the time a person comes and the way he carries himself, the smile, the body language, the knowledge, then that gives a very clear-cut signal to other person and he feels very good. He feels very good and he feels that yes, I can do. So he can take care of your fatigue with just a smile, with a handshake, with a gesture, with the postures, he could able to. So if you don't have that humor, it is better not to get into this. So if you have the quality, then connect with the person, then it will be very good for you, so that interval fatigue will go off. You should be well mannered. People should know what's called room manners. That's what called room manners. So most of the time we don't know what's called room manners. So the way you conduct yourself reflect your upbringing and culture. कभी-कभी आप जिस तरह से बातें करते हो, आपकी देखने का तरीका, इसलिए कहावत है, नज़र और नज़रिया दो अलग चीज़ है. The way you look into the things, it speaks of your own credential. So always mind it. So overconfidence is often misinterpreted and it's called to be arrogance. So never try to be, try to carry yourself in a very, positiveness, with shrugging the shoulders and yeah and all this terminology. So please don't do so. Behave like a normal person and see to that you are well mannered. The other person understand by seeing your body language, by seeing your gesture, by seeing your postures, because it reflects many things. As I told you from the beginning, non-verbal communication is more powerful than the verbal communications. The next one is avoid slangs. Most of the time it so happens, sometimes we get into slang by mistake. Suppose if I ask you what was that company, why you left, Sala, wo jo manager tha na, the way you start, Sala, wo jo manager, please. There could be a lot of mistakes happens, but never try to play the blame game with somebody. So you try to represent yourself in such a well mannered. So during an interview, a slang will probably not be understood and certainly not be appreciated also. It will not be appreciated. Suppose sometime, how was your boss? Sir, that boss is something very khadu, something this, and you don't know. No, please, for God's sakes, put all the blame into you. And the good person is that, what is the reasons you left that company? Sir, there was a difference of opinion. I think that could be the reasons. No need of putting anybody into down. So this is what you carry yourself, and it gives a good impressions to others also, and it makes happy. This is called 7. Now coming to 8, be poised. That means your gestures during an interview add or diminish your personality. The way you look, the way you present, the way you smile, the way you hold, the way you express, the way you communicate, the way you show your enthusiasm, it speaks of your complete persona. So remember, most of the time we don't know how to carry yourself. So sometimes there's a well said, you should know how to carry yourself. So that could be your language, that could be your communication style, that could be your attire, that could be your look, that could be your smile, that could be your dress sense, that could be your hairstyle, that could be your personal hygiene. So many things is mount. So you should be very calm and composed during an interview. So you should not behave like typical that evolution style of monkey style and looking here and there, staring at. So please don't do. Should be calm and composed. It is vital and conscious of to your postures. So it speaks about your personality. Next, ask question if necessary. Interview is not a one-way process. If I keep on asking and you will be just answering, no. If needed, you can able to ask any question. Suppose somebody is asking, sir, in the last, do you have any questions? Yes, sir, I would like to ask one more question. So that is the time when he is giving an opportunity to you. Ask if you have any questions. Please, for God's sake, don't ask about the, what is the money I'm going to get, what is the place where I'm going to place, or should I get a holidays or not after 1 year. No, please don't do. That is the time you ask such a questions related to your seriousness. Sir, I came to know the training and development given by this company is excellent. I can grow and grow myself, sir. And I think working condition is very good. Sir, I heard that this company has already started merging with New Zealand and 30% on the market share. So we are, instead of domestic market, we are also going to international market. Recently came in times of India. Is it so, sir? So when you speak this type of things and when you start speaking, the other person understand how serious you are about a company. So remember, these are the few things to be kept in the mind. Last but not the least, eye contact. These are very vital things. Whenever you are talking to a person, when you are looking to a person, you should have an eye contact. And eye contact is the foremost things which comes under the verbal, non-verbal communications. And if you don't have an eye contact, it reflects everything of your gestures, your postures, your body language, your smile, attires, everything's You know, sometimes you say you have done a sarcastic smile. What do you mean by sarcastic smile? That means your eye speaks of so many things and lips speaks of so many things. So sometimes this value, eye contact, is a tremendous in making a personal impact. And next one is listen carefully. You should know how to listen carefully. You don't get trumped up. You don't get mugged. Listen what the other person is talking. What is this question is asking? If you don't understand, please try to repeat that question so it will be good for you. So please listen. Seek a clarification. It is better than giving an irrelevant answer. So don't give an irrelevant answer. Rather you start asking the person and try to answer properly. The last one is be natural. You are coming for an interview, you are not a big B or you are not in a Shahrukh or something like that. You try to behave in a normal way, what you are, what you carry, express your normal way of speaking. Your gestures, posture should be very normal, calm and composed. So don't try to act very funny way. So because it is the best way in a natural manner, because it gives your genuine appearance. So this is all about the values. Once again I repeat, in this lesson number 8, I have clearly been mentioned about one is called enthusiasm, second one is be brief, third one is called don't bluff, next one is humor, third one is take care of interview fatigue, next one is well mannered, next one is avoid slangs, next one is be poised, next one is ask any questions you have in your mind, next is the eye contact, listen carefully, and the last one is be natural. With this, I come to an end. Thank you very much for watching this GDPR.in lesson number 8. Please share it. If you have critics and compliments, please do join us in the webinar forums to compliment, to criticize, or for any improvisations. I look forward for your comments and critics in the future videos. Please do join with us and keep growing, keep adding values. Thank you very much. Take good care. Bye-bye.